Hi, welcome to Villa Molino Cookery Club. Today we're going to do something special. This was a special request by my cousin in Vienna in Austria. My cousin Bernd, I call him Junior. This is a special request by my cousin Junior in Vienna, Austria. He said, I want to cook a nice dinner for my wife. I want to impress her and I want to knock her socks off. Can you teach me something to do with lobster? Yes, Junior, I'm going to make for you, I'm going to show you how to do spaghetti lobster. Really easy, really quick, really tasty. So this is step one. Pay attention, Junior, write this down and make sure you get it right. Okay, spaghetti lobster. This is going to be stage one because I'm going to cut out after and I'm going to come back in and do the sauce. First of all, we need to cook the lobster. So here we have a lovely lobster. This is local lobster to here. Just down the road, I just picked it up now from down by Hayling Island near Portsmouth. Portland. This is the local lobster from down there in the sea. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna cook you, I'm afraid. So, spaghetti lobster for you, Junior, coming up. So first of all, we need to humanely kill the lobster, and we need to poach it in salt water. So here we have a big pot of water. This is cold. There's no dropping the hot lobster in the boiling water. It will tighten up the flesh and you're going to get a really tough lobster because of the shock. What you want to do is you want the lobster to go to sleep. Yes, go to sleep. The lobster has to think he's at home. So you put lots of sea salt in the water and cold water because he wants to think he's out of the box and he's in the sea and he's free. So what we're going to do also, we're going to take the elastic bands. We're going to take the elastic bands off this little baby so he can have the last 5 minutes of freedom. So then you put the lobster in the cold water, you bring it up slowly to the simmer. When it's on the simmer, you switch it off and you leave it 10 minutes. Then you take the lobster out and you put it in ice water and it's ready. And then I'm going to show you in stage two how to clean the lobster. So first of all, we're going to give our little friend the last few minutes of freedom. We're going to cut his elastic off. Yes, let him have a last minute of freedom. Yes. So we cut the elastic off. So now his claws are active. You can leave the elastic on if you want, Junior. Okay, right. So we're going to put the lobster in the water, cold water. He thinks he's in the sea because it tastes of salt. He thinks he's in the sea. He thinks he's going back home. Cold water. Now we're going to close the lid and we're going to turn it up and we're going to bring that slowly to the boil. As soon as it comes to the boil, as it's coming up, the lobster's going to go to sleep and unfortunately he's going to perish and we're going to have a lovely spaghetti. See you in a minute. Okay, so part two, spaghetti lobster part two. This has just come up to about 95 degrees. That's enough. We've come up from cold, so the lobster has cooked at the same time as the water has come up in temperature. You don't want to put cold lobster in a hot water and hot lobster in a cold water. No. You put the lobster in the cold water, you bring it up to the simmer, you take it out and you put it in the ice water. So I know this is 95 degrees because I've got my super duper thermostat. It's got the cable in there and it's 95 degrees. So we're going to take this baby out now. Take my thermostat. Right, I'm going to take this baby out. Sorry baby. Right. Well, as you can see, what I've done here, I've got a stainless steel barbecue skewer and I skewered it into the tail. So this tail is straight because normally when the lobster cooks, the tail curls up like that and it's very difficult to cut. So you put a barbecue, if you want to, put a barbecue stainless steel skewer in the lobster's derriere and it keeps the meat straight. So we're going to put this in the ice water now. We're going to turn this off, put this in the ice water. You can take this lovely, beautiful claw there, take the claws off, they just pop out like that, right? Ice water, right? Leave that for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to show you how to prepare this lobster. I'm going to throw this away. I'll show you all the ingredients. Step 3, prepare the lobster. Back in a minute. Okay, so what we've done is we've poached the lobster up to 95 degrees. We've taken it out, put it in ice water, let it sit in the ice water. Now we've got it out here. What I've done is I've saved some of the water, which is here, some of the poaching water, because when we start to take the meat out of here, we don't want the meat to get dry because we need the shell to make the sauce. So we're going to take the meat out and we're going to put it in the poaching water, or as the chefs say, poaching liqueur. So what I'm going to do now is I've got what you need here is you need a lot of cloths because it's going to get messy. And what you have to do is you've got your hammer. This is my special hammer. You put your claw in the cloth, you cover it with a cloth and you bash it with a hammer. That's the easiest and the cleanest way to get the meat out. It doesn't splash everywhere, it's not going to go everywhere. You just have to wash a few cloths afterwards. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut back, I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to refocus the camera on this area here so you can see a close-up of how to prepare the lobster. This is going out to my cousin Junior. Watch and learn. Oh, there's one more thing I have to say, which is very, very important when you make spaghetti lobster. Don't forget the champagne. Cheers. Back in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know you can't see me, but I've changed the camera so you can see the close-up of the lobster preparation. So we've got our lobster here. Just to check, are you watching? Good. Right, so we've got the lobster here. First of all, we want to take the legs off because there's not a lot of meat in there. You can't do much with them, so we're going to keep them for decoration. We're going to keep a few for decoration. So we take the legs off like this. Just on the join, we take the legs off like that. So keep them all left, right. So that's the left, that's the right one. No, that was the left one as well. Right, so we got 4 left, 4 right. Right, so there we go. Take these ones off. Take these ones off. Ooh, still alive. Right, so as you can see, we've got 4 left and 4 right. If you find the right spot, it's really easy to cut through like that. Right, so we've got the lobster. 4 left, 4 right. We're going to keep these for decoration. I only like to use 3 left and 3 right because when you're doing presentation, it's always about odd numbers. Always about odd numbers. Right, so we've got the lobster here. So what I've done is I put a skewer in its derriere, and that keeps the meat straight. That's what we want for presentation. So we take the little baby skewer out. There we go. And now we just give a little twist. A little twist like that. Okay. Right, so that's all the lobster meat. Now in there is the head, and we want all the flavor. So we're going to do this on a tray because we want to keep all this flavor, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put this on a tray because we want to keep all the juices. Right, so we've got the tail. Now what we want to do is we want this part to keep for garnish. So we just pull it. Can you see how easy that is? Pull that out forward. Pull that out forward. And that keep all these lovely juices. Take all the inside out. Yeah, I know it's a bit mushy, but there. So this is the beautiful head that we're going to use for presentation. We're going to use that for presentation. So that goes on the tray. That's the presentation. I can put this there. That's presentation. Right. Now we keep this. This is the body. This is the all the flavor is in here. So we keep this. Right, now we're going to take the tail meat out. Now this is kind of tricky, but it's worth it. So you put your scissors in here and you work along the side You work along the side like that. Just where the tummy catches the side. You work along the side. And believe me, it works. So put your scissors in there. Kitchen scissors. You work along the side. It does work, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to make sure you do it right where the tummy comes in contact with the side. Right, you see then, the tummy comes away like that. Did you see that? Right, so keep that as well. So now you've got the tummy removed and the beautiful tail completely straight. That's what we want. Then you just kind of lift that out. If it's a fresh lobster, which it is, because I caught it this morning, it's a UK lobster. It's a lobster from English waters. It died a hero, I must say. Right, so you just pull the tail out like that, snap the last bit off, just work that off. Be patient, don't force anything. Be patient and it will all come out, you see? Now that is your beautiful, beautiful lobster tail, look at that. And that you can use for decoration. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this bit for decoration. You're gonna keep this bit. We don't need all of it. We're gonna keep this bit for decoration. So that goes to the stock over there. We're gonna make the sauce. So we'll keep that for decoration. Look, that's beautiful. So we got the head and that, and then we got the tail. Now this tail, we're gonna put it in the water that we cook the lobster just to keep it moist. Keep it moist. And not cooking it, just keeping it warm. So we've got the tail, beautiful tail for decoration. We've got the head. Now you can either have this laying down or you can do this. You can do the chefy thing, which I can show you, which makes the head stand up. You do that. You cut it with the scissors like that. And then, if you're lucky, it will stand up. Oh, I cut too much. Just trim it until you get it standing up. It will. There you go, look. So that's going to be for decoration. I'll cut it a bit more. So I'll put that away. That goes all for the stock. Don't forget about all these pieces. Right, now, so we've got the claws, we've got the legs, we've got the head, we've got the tail. Now we need the claws. Right, so first of all, we take the big claw and we break it. So every lobster has got two claws. One is fat, one is thin. This is the big brutal one that breaks everything and cracks everything. And this is the clever one that cuts and pinches and takes all the food and puts the food in the mouth. So this guy does the heavy work and this guy is the clever guy that feeds the food to the mouth. So what we have to do now is clean the board. It is going to be a bit messy, but then we take a cloth like this. We put the thing over like that. I'll show you this one and then I'll cut out and I'll do the others. It's the same procedure. Right, so we just take our hammer and we just crack it. Whoa! I got to do it here on the marble. Right. Yes, it's working. Right, so we've just hammered it. I had to do it on the stone, on the marble, because not on the glass cooker. So you see now, all the juices that were going to get splashed, they're all in there. So now we just kind of work this off. Can you see that? Keep this, put it with the other shells. Kind of gently work this out. Try and get everything out there. Keep all these juices, these lovely juices. Keep all of that. That goes into the sauce. Right, so we just kind of work this off gently, gently. Right, you just hold it in your hand and give it a fiddle, and it'll come out. You can feel it. It's coming. There, look. That's, you see? So, keep all the shots. So there's your lobster claw. Right. Now, the same with this. You put the towel over, you bash it with the hammer, and you take the meat out. I'm going to do the rest. Thank you for watching. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you to make the sauce and the spaghetti. Back in a minute. Okay, keep up, keep up. So what we've got here, we've got champagne, we've got fish stock, we've got passata, yes. I'll give you all the measurements later. So here, I'm just going to put some oil in here. Right, so don't worry about putting extra oil. When you're cooking with seafood, you want a nice bit of oil. Right, so here we've got onions, garlic, a little bit of chili without the seeds, you know, the big chili, and carrots. So we want to saute that. We want to saute that a little bit. So that's getting soft. A little bit of olive oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to saute this onions and carrots and garlic and chili. So here we've got all the guts from the lobster that we took, the shell, the body, the inside. That's going to make a beautiful sauce. So here we've got the prepared stuff that we're going to keep. We're going to keep this for garnish. The tail, the 6 legs and the head. We're going to keep that for garnish. And if you want the antenna as well, you can keep them for garnish. And here's the meat. So we've got the water that we poached the lobster in. So we've got the tail. Did you see? Can you see that? And the two claws and the meat from the claws, the arms. Right. So that's cooking nicely. So I'm going to put this in the poaching liqueur because we don't want it to get dry. And this is not going to flavour the sauce, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to flavour the sauce is this. All these bits inside here. That's going to flavour the sauce. So we put that in. We put that in and then we put, what do we put? The champagne. Put the champagne in, yes. Lovely, don't worry if you want to, oh, that's it, it's finished. All right, put the champagne in, let it cook. Rinse that off. Oh. That's all the good juices from the lobster. So, next, let the champagne cook. Then we want the lid, we want the passata, we want the fish stock. So we've got the garnish, we've got the lobster meat in the poaching liqueur, we've got the passata, we've got the fish stock, we've got the champagne just cooking off there nicely. That's the champagne, the onions, the garlic, the carrots, a little bit of chili, and all the shells and all the muck. So we're going to cook all that together. And we've got to take the shells away, and then you've got to left this lovely lobster sauce like a bisque. It's going to be fantastic. So that's cooking away. We got to get a lid for that. Is that a lid? Wrong one. I always make this mistake. Is that the one? Wrong one. This one. Yes, right. So that champagne is cooking off now. I can see it's starting to sizzle. It's starting to cook off now. What we want to do now is you want to put the passata. Passata, I'll give you the measurements, don't worry. Passata. That all goes in. Right, passata's gone. The passata's gone. It's pastata. Right, so we've got the passata in. Right, let that come to the boil. Then you want the fish stock. Fish stock. I'll give you the measurements. Fish stock. Keep some for later in case you need to top up. Okay, so we got the passata, the bones, the fish stock, the shell. Right, now we just want to, don't put any salt. No salt, darling. Right, we're going to cover that. Let that simmer. Not too long, not too long. Very delicate here. Not too long. It's not like a bolognese. We just want to simmer it 20 minutes. Passata cooks quickly, lid on, see you in 20 minutes. Okay, so this is going to be the last bit. The last bit. So we've got the tomato sauce with the, has been cooking with the shells there, look. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take this out. We're going to get rid of all the shells. Yes, we are. And take all this out and put it through the sieve. Get rid of all the shells. Get rid of all the shells. Right, what we're going to do here is going to take this bit of water. Right, I'm going to put water on the stove, put it up, because this is going to be our plate warmer for presentation. Yes, a little bit of water, plate, presentation. Right, now we've got to squish this through the sieve into the frying pan, because we're going to finish the sauce. We've got some pasta cooking here, got some nice tagliatelle pasta. I just got it today from the farm shop. Looking good, looking good. Lovely, beautiful tagliatelle made from the bronze dye. You can have tagliatelle, spaghetti, anything you want. I changed my mind at the last minute. I'm going to do it with tagliatelle. So now we want to get this sauce into the frying pan. Just work it with a spoon. Oh, I need a bit of paper. Yes, are you with me? The last bit. So this is for my cousin Junior in Vienna. Pay attention Junior. Right, we just squish it a bit. This is my squisher. Do it like that. Get it all out, get it all out. It's all coming, can you see? Right. Get it all out. Right. Right, that's all gone. That's all gone through the sieve. Look at that, beautiful, rich lobster sauce. Beautiful. Right, put this up. So, taste. Spoon, where's my spoon? Right, so, what we're gonna do, bring this up to the boil. Needs a little bit of salt. I never put salt with fish until the last minute. Pasta's ready. Right, so the sauce is cooking. The lobster, what we're going to do with this sauce, we're going to give it a little twist. We're going to give it a little twist. You see, that's plate warmer, yes. Just plain water. Going to give this a little twist. We're going to put some double cream in here. This is my little twist. Double cream. First of that, what did I say? I need a little salt. Right. Right, we're going to put some double cream in here. This is my little twist. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice creamy sauce, like a bisque, like a lobster bisque. Look, can you see that? Can you see that? How that's coming together? That's going to make it that velvety texture. Look, it's coming, baby, it's coming. Yes. Look at that. Lobster in a tomato passata and cream sauce. Bit more, yes. That's enough. Right. So now what we want to do, we want to poach the lobster. Right. Now, we keep the lobster. Right, so that's it. Put it down. A bit of, let me taste. Oh my God. Junior, this is amazing. Right, a bit of chopped parsley. Right, now we take the lobster. We take the lobster. That's the claw. We just lay it in the sauce. Lay it in the sauce just to poach in the sauce. Lay it in the sauce. Just let it take the temperature of the sauce. Here's the other leg, look. Lay it in the sauce. Here's the arm. Here's the other arm. Now the tail, look at that. Look how straight that tail is. Because we put the skewer in his ass. We put the skewer, that's straight. Look at that. Right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to lay that just to poach it in the sauce. We're going to cut it later. Yes, we are. We're going to cut it. We're going to cut it later. That's going to poach in that sauce. We don't need that. That's the lobster poaching liquid. Right, that's coming up nicely. How's the pasta? That's just coming up to a simmer. Right. Oh my God. You need to come here and try this. This is friggin' amazing. So we've got our plate on the water just to warm it up. We've got the pasta. We've got the sauce just coming to a simmer. We've got extra fish stock in case it needs a bit more flavor, but it doesn't, because it's perfect. Because I do everything perfect. I can't believe it. So here we go. So we've got the tagliatelle. Tagliatelle is coming up nicely. Presentation. Just gonna taste. This is beautiful pasta. Look at it. Look at that. That's coming up. 2 minutes. Pasta's not ready. Sauce is ready. Lobster's ready. I've got to cut away. I know you're going to get bored watching me. I've got to cut away because the pasta's not ready. See you in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to cut away because the pasta wasn't ready. Right, the pasta's ready now. So we've got the sauce, the lobster poaching in the sauce. We've got the plate on a pot with the steam underneath. We've got the garnish. So I'm going to take the pasta out. Woo! Pasta is ready. Right, so just put the pasta in here. We just need a little bit of sauce to go on there. Just warm it up slightly. Right, that might be a bit too much. Take some away, yeah. Right, so a little bit of sauce to flavour the pasta. Yeah, we don't want white pasta. Let the pasta absorb some of the sauce. Yes, let the pasta absorb some of the sauce. Yeah, that's coming up. So pasta's soaking up the sauce. Lobster's cooking. Here, this one. So we got the garnish here. So if you want, we can do a chefy thing. I've got some sunflower oil. We can just brush the head of the lobster with a little bit of sunflower oil to give it a shine. If you want, ladies and gentlemen, give it a shine. Yes, look at that, nice and shiny. Good for presentation. That's where you get your Michelin stars, ladies and gentlemen. You get your Michelin stars by doing this. Yes. Nice and shiny. So there's the tail. If you want, you can do the legs as well. Nice and shiny. It'll look nice on the camera. Yes, it will, ladies and gentlemen. It'll look nice on the camera. Right, so where are my cloths? So lobster, right. So we've got the tail of the lobster. We're going to cut it. We're going to cut it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are. So we put it down on the board. Just cut it. Like that. 45-degree angle. Ow! Right, so that's the lobster. Right, presentation, right. Spaghetti. Not spaghetti, tagliatelle. Right, it's all coming together now. Let's see if I can do the chefy thing. Look, you do that with a roasting fork. Right, yes. I'll see. Yes, that goes on there. Yes. So, then pasta. Then we put the claws. They've been poaching in the sauce, nice and warm. We put the claws. Oh my goodness. Are you watching, Junior? We put the claws. We put the head, the shiny head. Oh, we put the tail. Yes. We put the tail. Ha! Are you watching? Yes, throw that away. We put the arms. Put the arms. What else? If you want. And the tail. And the tail. All fireworks outside. Then the legs. Then the legs. Don't forget the sauce, ladies and gentlemen. We'll forget the antenna. Forget the antenna. Right, the sauce. The sauce. Spoon. Oh, look at that sauce. Oh. This is Michelin cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Michelin star. The plate's on a steam. That's why it's nice and warm. Michelin star cooking. Yes, then some garnish. The beautiful parsley. Beautiful, beautiful. Don't make it too regimental. We're not in the military now. Beautiful. This is fucking amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. Tagliatelle or spaghetti lobster. This is incredible. You got to get a close up with this. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you a close up. Recipe to follow. This is too much. This is Michelin cooking. This is Michelin cooking. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.